on a windy day.
Whoa.
Dozens of people line busy Stanford Ranch Road.
It's very important to be out here and to show our appreciation of what they do for us.
After tragedy knocked the wind out of us all last week.
It's unfortunate that the loss of life has to occur.
And that's why
Just showing up, we know we're here for the same reason.
so many are here
I have to be here.
It's heart-wrenching.
to not only say goodbye,
He was going to do what police officers do.
but also pay respects.
It started.
5-year-old Jackson is getting a real-life lesson that he might not remember.
How many are there?
I can't count that high.
You can't count that high.
I can't, Mom.
What started with tragedy
To be able to stand here and know that they're going to see people lining the streets and know that we're grateful with what Officer Linehan did, what his wife did. She's also an officer. It's definitely worth the time and energy to come down here.
There isn't much better than a good old-fashioned taco shop.
Good.
No one knows that better than the folks in West Sac,
There's nothing like a Sal's taco. The food, the atmosphere.
who have eaten at Sal's on C Street for nearly 50 years.
This place was always alive, so I knew how popular it was.
Not just known for the food, but for the bright colors and art creations done by the original owner, Sal Galvin. Just ask Vladdy, Marilyn, or Arnie.
He would take bits and pieces of tile and make these murals out of tile.
But on New Year's Day 2021,
It was disheartening.
Sal's was forced to shut its doors.
I saw the fire. I drove by here when the fire engines were here, and I'm going, oh no.
We heard about the fire, so we drove over here because we live in West Sacramento, and drove over, and it was like, oh man, it's our favorite restaurant.
That electrical tower right there, it's all brand new.
This is not a job that you're going to get rich at.
It's once again the holiday season,
May need to pull the truck up a little bit more.
which means Rick and Diane Newborn aren't getting a day off anytime soon.
Each night's a little different because we service a lot of different areas.
The couple runs Top Hand Ranch,
That's good.
offering horse-drawn carriage rides around Sacramento.
This is a business that people see as nostalgic and a lot of fun, but they don't think about the amount of work that it takes.
Rick has been doing the same thing since 1970 when he started the business with his father.
This is a lifestyle for us more than it is a business.
That business brought carriage trots to the Fab 40s 20 years ago, and the operation has only grown.
We have the Fab 40s. We have 5 wagons going for that each night.
The Fab 40s is a neighborhood that doesn't horse around when it comes to holiday spirit. There's a certain blend to any college campus, and UC Davis is no different.
There's no good surface to smack it.
A mix of young minds
Ice Americano?
Thank you so much.
with a thirst
I drink a lot of coffee.
I'm gonna need to get another one.
for something more than knowledge.
Ice, please.
Keeps me awake, makes me do my homework.
Sometimes it gives me the energy I need.
Fun.
Coho,
I love coffee.
the campus coffee house, provides the backdrop
1 pump, no? 2 pumps?
to study the perfect pour.
What goes into coffee?
Yeah,
A lot, actually.
No. I just buy it and I drink it.
but right across the street
I never even knew a class like this existed at Davis.
We're waking up.
sits the Sciences Lab building,
There's a lot more math than we thought.
where it's business about the bean.
Oh, it's really hard to concentrate. It smells really good.
For the past few days, Joyce Gothard's driveway has been buried in snow.
I just never saw anything like this.
A dumping so deep no one could get in, and she couldn't get out.
We had 2.5 feet 2 winters ago, but I've got fences practically buried now.
When word circulated through community social media pages, the help, well, it just showed up.
I went, that's right next door. I can throw a snowball at their house.
Mark Galliani doesn't live far, so he did what he could.
Just drove the tractor down the road, cleared out the driveway, and hopefully they can come in and out now.
We all just showed up.
Jesse Baldwin didn't know anyone else up there, but that didn't matter.
Some guys brought a propane tank and a heater, and he brought this little multimeter. He does HVAC, and we just put our heads together and we got him squared away. When I heard that she was out of heat, I was like, well, That's right up my alley.
It's a few days since the new year. And already,
This morning, somebody is sitting on a piece of paper in California worth $315 million.
this Sacramento convenience store has their first Powerball winner.
Man, I wish I would have won that. That's all I can say. But hey, that's good for them.
But they're still yet to be found.
We're excited this morning, just like everybody else, to try to find out who won. We're watching and waiting.
And after hearing the news about this lucky store,
Oh, I hope he's a lucky one.
many came out this morning to check their own tickets.
Last night and bought tickets, and I had a $300 scratch-off ticket, so, I bought Super Lotto and the Power.
Others made their way out here to test their luck at the scratchers, which the owner says they've done pretty well with over the years.
That's how they always come and buy a lot of scratchers.
When it comes to the record high prices at the pump, most people agree.
Well, I've never seen it this high.
Super bad, worst ever.
It's just unfortunate right now. It's the way it's going.
Lucky for Ryan Mitchell, he's still working from home, but for others,
Zoom meetings are over, so we're back on the road.
Aaron Benedict says he usually spends about $100 a week on gas. Now it's more like $150.
And I don't make any more money, I just have to pay more. So that's brutal.
AAA shows the average price of regular unleaded gas in the Sacramento area is $5.23. That's up 10 cents from yesterday and 45 cents from last week. Mark Agerton is an assistant professor at UC Davis in the Agricultural and Resource Economics Department.
Supply of crude oil hasn't kept up as much with demand as we've been coming back from the last couple of COVID surges.
Near the Sierra Summit,
I just love it up here.
surrounded by the tallest of trees,
Honestly, I kind of see paradise.
and just past the place where two roads diverge,
This place really is just a little cabin in a big forest.
Andrew Schwartz found his dream house.
It is very isolated.
So isolated that in the winter, it takes drastic measures just to reach his front door.
In some regards, it's nice to not have to worry about the hustle and bustle of the city, but not quite as easy to have, Uber bring up food when you want a cheeseburger.
Hey! Oh, hey! Welcome up to the cabin.
So this is where you work. It's not easy.
Schwartz is 37
This is it. This is where the magic happens.
and has a PhD in atmospheric science. That's a fancy way for saying he's a scientist who studies the weather and climate.
And what are you looking for? In the forecast?
Yeah, in general.
Sustained precipitation.